Another one, another week and another thing. All right, I was not going to buy this, but I did. Okay, so I've seen some posts online of people sharing their horror stories of having opening this box and seeing what's inside. I, quite frankly, don't really care whether it's a nightmare or not. Maybe it would be better if it was a nightmare. So let's find out together. But ultimately, this is the book that I was not going to buy because I already have the hardcover annotated version, and there's nothing new or different about this version than the annotated. So, this is it. You can see a couple little smudges, but nothing bad. And we've got a nice varnish, a spot varnish on the Dragonlance logo, classic Dragonlance logo, which is bullshit, but just Dragonlance is great. And then a nice spot varnish on the actual dragon itself. And that's kind of it. You can see that the cover is scuffed, maybe by glue or something. Our spine here, we have a varnish on the knotwork, the Celtic knotwork, and the logo again, and even the Chronicles. You can see it as it shines. Other than that, it's a matte black. I actually like the matte and spot varnish juxtaposition. I just think this design is garbage. So, and I don't want to talk shit about whoever designed the cover. It's just the reality is we deserve better as Dragonlance fans. And then, of course, we've got the spot varnish on the Dragonlance logo on the back. And the Wizards of the Coast who didn't even want to release this at all because they don't give a damn about this IP at all for some insane reason. All right, let's look at this together. Dragonlance Chronicles features the novels Dragons of Autumn Twilight, Dragons of Winter Night, Dragons of Spring Dawning. Classic Dragonlance. Rediscover the world of Dragonlance with the first 3 novels in one of the most popular fantasy series of all time. Now featuring a new foreword by Joe Manganiello. Who gives a damn? Once merely creatures of legends, dragons have returned, but with their arrival comes the departure of the old gods and all healing magic. As war threatens to engulf the land, longtime friends reunite for a quest that will change their lives and the world forever. Meet their leader, Tanis Half-Elven, along with Sturm the Salaminic Knight, Tasselhoff the irrepressible Kender, Flint the Dwarven Fighter, and Caraman the Warrior, and his twin brother, Raceland the Red-Robed Mage, companions together again after years apart and seeking new adventure. They find it when they see a woman use a blue crystal staff to heal a villager. Have the gods not abandoned them after all? They investigate and swiftly find themselves in deep trouble because members of a new religious order, the Seekers, want the staff for themselves, believing it will help them replace the lost gods and take over the continent. That's not true. That's not true at all. Now the former comrades in arms must fight again to prevent the staff from falling into the hands of darkness. I cannot believe the Seekers were doing it because the Dragon High Lord Verminard of the dragon armies, Takhisis' dragon armies, were forcing them to, or else they were going to punish them. And so the Seekers made a deal with Verminard to help them find the blue crystal staff. Had nothing to do with them and their new religious order trying to use gods themselves. What the kind of... Come on. Some bullshit, man. They don't even care. Oh, look at that. It's already cracked and ripped. You see that? God. About the authors, Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman published their first novel in the Dragonlance Chronicles series, Dragons of Autumn Twilight, in 1984. More than 35 years later, they've collaborated on over 30 novels set in many different fantasy worlds. Hickman is currently creating new realms of adventure on the cutting edge of global entertainment. Weis and Hickman are working on future novels in the Dragonlance series. Okay. We got Raceland's Farewell at the end of Spring Dawning. And then, of course, we go to the very beginning. We have our title page. This paper is very, very sort of thin and not very good. Chronicles, poetry by Michael Williams, illustrations by Dennis Vives and Jeffrey Butler, and they're great. I love the illustrations. To Laura, the True Lorana, Tracy Ray Hickman. To my children, David and Elizabeth Baldwin, for their courage and support, Margaret Weis. To my parents, Dr. and Mrs. Harold R. Hickman, who taught me what true honor is, Tracy Ray Hickman. To my parents, Francis and George Weis, who gave me a gift more precious than life, the love of books, Margaret Weis. To Angel, Curtis, and Tasha, my children, my hope, and my life, Tracy Ray Hickman. To the Commons Bridge Group, University of Missouri, 1966 to 1970, Nancy Olson, Bill Fisher, Nancy Burnett, Ken Randolph, Ed Bristol, Herb the Fry Cook, and in memory of Bob Campbell and John Steele, who died in Vietnam. And to the rest of the wonderful group of mismatched friends, this book about friends is fondly dedicated, Margaret Weis. To you, the readers, who have returned the story's joy many times over. Gets me emotional. And that's the foreword, and then the introduction. I'm going to do the foreword and introduction tomorrow, tomorrow as I'm recording this, but not from what you guys will see. But it's going to be the members only reading of the foreword and the introduction. So if you want to hear that, become a member. It's like 99 cents. All right, that's it. Thank you guys. Let me know what you think of the Dragonlance Chronicles hardcover 40th anniversary edition. Is it worth a re-release? It's not available in print anymore. Like, not paperback at all. You have to buy used copies or overprint. So, let me know in the comments. Have a fantastic day, and until next time, Slanjavar.